are worried about themselves because they will no longer be able to find it easy to bribe you. If you say you don't want to live a life of corruption anymore, then you have kicked out a lot of nations out of Nigeria, because most of the nations that does business in Nigeria are crooks. They are crooked. We see all they do, and we see how they live their life in the spirit. The lies they do, and all their bribery and underground work they do in order to exploit the people, to take advantage of the people, in order for them to steal your resources. So they know exactly what they're doing. And they know that the end is coming, because from what they have seen, even if they don't succeed, even if you, the young people in Nigeria, don't succeed in this election, in the next election, and you continue to build upon that and kick them out and retire them and force them out, yes, very soon that all of those criminals, especially the foreigners that are there robbing you blind and stealing every resources that is back in that country, while you are hungry. You see, I was there and I see people in pain, people suffering, but nothing is done. Nothing is ever done for the good of the people. Do not be discouraged. I'm not reading so much scriptures for you today, for today is a canceling day, for you to remember where you started. Remember what you endured, what you suffered, and what you sacrificed to get to the point to make the choices, for you to reject their bribery, for you to reject their money. The world must be able to stand with you for the sacrifices that you have made. If they choose to do so, or they can also be silent and be blindsided, and they can make their own determination as where they choose to stand. But for us here in the United States, we stand with those that pursue democracy, the government of the people, for the people, by the people, and live truthfully by its tenets, by its requirements, by its way of returning dividends to the Nigerian people. I am very, very encouraged by the Nigerian youth, very encouraged by what you have done. I mean, those of you that went out and took the painstaking effort to get your PVC, to go and vote. Then they disenfranchise you by not counting your vote. God knew who cast vote and who you voted for, and you have done your best. So when they come to you and tell you to be quiet, oh, don't say anything because they're scared that you can inflame. Oh, don't say fire in the front of a stadium. That's absolute nonsense. They want to intimidate you, to tell you that your freedom of speech should take less and backbone in the interest of enthroning their wickedness and evil. That's absolute nonsense. You should prepare for war. That's why you're a young man. That's why you're a young woman. You should prepare to die for what you believe in. So don't let nobody say be quiet. So you must speak out and speak aloud. You must be having a campfire. Light a campfire, not to cause trouble. To rejoice, for you have done something good. Nobody can say that what is good is bad, that what you did is bad. And don't feel bad for doing good. Instead, you should take pride in the good that you have done. And have a campfire and have party to wait. Follow through. So follow through the process to the end of it. Let's see where we end. I've seen and I've tested and see how corrupt your judiciary is. But they're going to do what they normally do. They corrupt those that they use the judges in order to enthrone and overtake your democracy. Yes, let them keep going on. When they finish all the things that they have done and when they think they have succeeded, then we will see whether God will allow it to stand. Then we will see whether God will allow it to stand. We will see let them all speak. The other politicians have done their own, and then the judges will do their own. The tribunals and the justices of your Supreme Court, and they will also do their own. And who maybe even the legislature will do their own by writing another legislation and try to say they fixed the old problem that they have never fixed and had no intention to fix. And then the executive will come and sign it, and they think, well, they've all finished. When their power is finished, then the power of God will come. That's why we said at the time, don't worry, just keep praying, stay the course, and continue to stand up for democracy. In a matter of weeks, and I'm going to write to the US Congress, and I'm going to write to explain to them also what I have seen. We want to know where our money is going. In this country, the money that is going to Nigeria and all these countries where they say they are democracy, but it's not a democracy. Now, I've been saying Nigeria has no democracy. It is not a democracy. Nigeria has no democracy. They are fooling like scammers, like the 419, the Yahoo boys. And they present all kinds of wonderful things to convince the people to steal and take their money. The same thing that are confusing the world. And how long will a country like America be confused and be misled and be conned to believe that Nigeria have a democracy, say they are getting better, and they are improving on what exactly are they improving on? Improving and getting smarter and smarter on how to deceive the world that they have a democracy. How long will the Western democracies continue to hope and wait? No. We've had enough. We have enough of their foolishness, that they should be rising to condemn all these atrocities and all these things they've done. That's why initially we said nobody must come to endorse any result that comes from the election. They should wait and they should see, because we want them to be exposed to see how unrepentant the Nigerian elite and leaders are. No matter how the people try to retire them, and in this time they came out, the youth and the children and the people came out to stand up for democracy. And everybody is silent and want to move on and talking about nonsense. And